Hey guys, my name is Zach, the creator of the Splint Guard. I created the Splint Guard from Keenan's lapel guards. I've been playing his guards for the past couple years. The Splint Guard lives where if the guy does not stand up to play worm, if he's on his knees, that's where the Splint Guard is. I've created about 8 free videos right now, and all you gotta do is register below and check them out. Alright, so the first entry here to Splint Guard I like to use is the lasso entry, right? So basic lapel, if we're standing, I want to get that lapel out, right? Keenan has a lot of different ways to get this out. You can come on the inside and grab 2 hands on it, okay? From here, I'm going to sit, get my foot in the hip, and I'm going to control his sleeve right here, okay? From here, I'm going to lasso inside and turn my knee out, okay? Now, I'm going to make sure my knee is flared. I'm going to take the lapel, control the back of his elbow while I'm controlling here. Now once I have this back of the elbow, I can let go of this, come inside and grab the top of the lapel with my hand facing up. I do not want it facing down, I want the hand facing up. And if I'm here, I can tuck my elbow on the inside. Now from here, I can control his wrist right here, and it's very, very hard for him to get out. And now I call this position splinter position. Go. Okay, now from splinter, we can move to a position I like to call outside splint, okay? Now remember guys, always have this foot active here. If this guy kills this foot, it's not going to be good for you. You got to work to get that foot back. Okay, so from here, from splinter position, I'm going to let go of his wrist, grab the lapel right here, extend my foot slightly. You see when I extend my foot, his wrist kind of pops out. Okay, so I'm here, I extend, and I grab his wrist. Okay, so I call this outside splint position. Okay, so the next transition from outside splint is inside splint position, okay? So a lot of times I can force this, right? So I can bring this arm in, and as I bring this arm in, I'm reaching under my leg and grabbing the lapel. Now from here, I'm grabbing his sleeve right here, and I have inside splint position. It's a very strong position. You can kind of see it's like a splinter or a splint. All right guys, so I'm gonna show you another entry I've been using from the Keenan lapel pass, right? He used this in a match versus Marigali at the World Championships, and this I've found works really well to counter his lapel pass, okay? So from here, he has my leg all the way to my chest here, right? Now I'm gonna take the lapel here, I'm gonna wrap it under, come over, reach under, and I have inside splint position right from this pass. Now it's gonna be really hard for him to push into me because I have my whole leg and controlling the back of his lapel here, so it's going to be real tough for him to push in. So a third entry I've been working on to get splint is from the leg weave pass. Now this is a really strong pass, especially if this guy has my leg trapped under. Okay, so what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to get the lapel, same thing, I'm going to control his wrist here, pass it up under, and even if he smashes me here, I still can control this here. Now from here, I'm going to push, try and get my elbow to the inside and extend them out and get splint position. So this is a basic sweep I have here from the splinter control, right? So from here, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up on my elbow and I'm gonna control this wrist, right? You can even start with the wrist here and then get up on your elbow as well, okay? So from here, I'm gonna push top of his knee, it's a basic push sweep. Push, pull here, and also there's a huge arm bar that lives right here, right? And I'm controlling this. So now I'm going to show you an attack from outside splint position, okay? So I want to make sure this lapel is on the back of his elbow here, right? I don't want it too low, and I don't want it too high. I want it right above his elbow, okay? From here, I'm going to show you what I call the splintoplata, all right? So from here, I'm going to control his wrist, kind of turn my hips towards him, shoot this foot all the way through while I'm pulling down, and get up, get the omoplata. Okay guys, so another submission I have here from outside splint position is the splinto wrist, okay? So what I do here is I'm gonna, same thing, having my lapel behind his elbow, controlling the wrist here. Now, when I grab his wrist, I don't wanna grab right on his palm. I wanna grab right by the pinky area, okay? So I'm gonna put my base of my palm right here, okay? From here, I'm making sure he can't pull out, right, with this lapel, turning my hips, and I'm bringing his wrist inside and tap, tap, okay? All right, guys, so now we're at inside splint position. Okay, this is a really strong control as well. Now, same thing here, I want to be turned here. I want to be turned on my left side, okay? Having my active foot right on his shoulder, his bicep, somewhere at a fulcrum point, okay? So I'm going to show you one submission here, the Splinto arm bar, okay? So I'm going to bring his arm all the way up, turn my hips, and all I'm going to do is take wrist control, bring my knee up to the sky, and arm down. Okay guys, from here it's the inside splint control, okay? So I'm going to show you the Splinto arm bar, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this arm nice and tight, and I want this elbow over this bottom knee here, right? So what I'm going to do, control, take a grip on the wrist, remember active foot, turn my hips a little, lift this knee up towards the sky, and pull down on his wrist. Tap, tap. Okay, so another attack from the inside splint position. This is our basic triangle, right? So I can have him here, active foot. I'm pushing his arm away, pulling in his sleeve, letting go of the lapel, shooting the triangle, right? Pull down, tap, tap. All right, guys, another big sweep I've been playing from inside splint position is your bait sweep, right? So from here, right, this foot is gonna go here. I'm gonna bait him into passing, and as he puts his pressure in, I'm shooting this up, bringing him up, and I'm controlling still this arm here with my splint. Okay, from here I can either go, I can let go, come up to side control, or I can keep this arm and even start attacking this arm, right? You have your wrist locks here, you have, right, you can pull this in and get the arm bar, all sorts of stuff.